Hello, I'm Fancy Wafflestick. I have some shoes for you today. We're going to be selling these shoes to you 50% off. Welcome back to my Minecraft survival series here on the WayStone server. We are currently on episode 6, season 2, and I have started using a new recording program. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, because I think the video is going to be a little bit more smooth for the people who have been watching my series. They'll notice a little bit of a difference. And also, your headphones should be a little bit better now. I have done some work with the audio, so it should be a little bit better for you. Now, I want to leave this area behind because I want to work with a new area, and this is going to be a skeleton farm. Yes, I want to work on a skeleton farm so we can get some bone meal and all of that good stuff. I know this stuff comes from a mob grinder, but I'm not really prepared for a mob farm right now. Not necessarily a mob grinder, but one of those huge mob farms that you've seen in Season 1. Not quite there yet, but I do want to do some farm work and some redstone work because I haven't really been showing it any love. And I've got to redo this nether portal because it needs to go in the wall instead of in the center of the hub. It just looks better, and this is taking up a lot of space. I'm sorry, but I don't like it here. Okay, everything is put up for good old Pickle because he may use it for his design that he is doing. But I'm just going to leave this chest here. If anyone in the server needs to use that stuff, go ahead. I'm just taking a half a stack of glowstone and the rest of my obsidian that I had left from this. Now, let's go ahead and head over to the other area that we're going to be doing our skeleton farm at, which I am not totally sure on yet. Because, of course, I've taken a screenshot of the coordinates and haven't really went there yet. According to my coordinates, this should be the right area for our skeleton spawner. All I have to do is line up this portal and it should be good to go. And it's really not that far from the hub. Just around that corner is about 20 blocks. And then we're at the hub, so it's relatively close. Let's go ahead and see where this is going to spawn us. Maybe somewhere in the cavern system next to it? Possibly? Oh, it spawned us right into it. What? That's crazy. That's awesome. Go away, skeletons. Not today. This is awesome. It worked out so good. Now I just gotta get some torches and things. Now, without fire spread, I think this flame will stay lit, so it should keep mobs off of us. We do have a few things in here. I think we've already looted the chests. So all we have to do now is go ahead and redecorate a killing room right here, and then we need to make our actual setting room and waiting room on the other side of that wall. Okay, and I have successfully come up with a design that I think is going to work. I've been doing quite a bit of work off camera. I had to run to my base a couple of times to smelt up some stuff, dig some clay, and all that good stuff. But we do finally have a design underway here. If you guys want to take a look here, this is a design I've come up with. I didn't look up any tutorials or anything on this. I just looked at the skeletons and started thinking of the way they behave and how I could use that to further advance my goals here. So we do have some skeletons down here drowning. This is a drowning system. You don't hear them because I have hostile mobs turned off as far as the sound. It is going to be pretty noisy in here because drowning anything makes them do their little sound, so I'm glad I have that turned off right now. So basically how this works is a 3-step process, and it's all laid out in front of us. We could see all stages of what the skeletons are doing and how they're dying. So basically when they spawn inside their chamber in here, they come flowing through this 3-process system. So they come up to this block that doesn't have a block above it, and they use that to jump up. So when a mob hits a wall like that, they jump up really high, and I have taken advantage of that momentum. When they hit that top slab up here, they will be shot down under the drowning pool right here, and that's going to kill them. So this kind of eliminates the mob cramming rule. So there's like a mob cramming rule now. If there's more than, I think, like 23 of an entity inside of one block, then it will start killing them. Which that may be something we want, but I wasn't sure if they drop things if they were killed by the mob cramming tool. And down here we have our collection system, and as you can see, it's doing quite well. We are getting some items in there, and this is primarily focused on an AFK room, so someone would have to AFK in this area for this to work. But I think this system's going to work really nicely. It's kind of neat how you could see everything happen, and the neat little thing that I just kind of threw in there, you could see the spawner. I broke that half slab because I just thought it looked really cool. For the floor design, I have been sitting here contemplating on what to do. It's been a little bit difficult to figure out what is going to look nice. And I want to do something much different from what I have been doing. And I feel like when I do these kind of things, it just starts looking bad. And I'm really hoping this isn't going to look bad. I don't know if we're going to know until we get the walls in. But I do have a bunch of diorite here I could use. And a lot of people don't like it, but I personally like diorite. That's just me. But if we were, can we craft anything out of moss stone, or is it just moss stone? Yeah, I got this from the spawner, and I want to make use of it. The only thing is, I don't know exactly what to do with it. But we need one more chiseled stone brick, I believe, to polish it off a little bit. Let's go ahead and put our stone in here. Craft this up into some chiseled stone. And we should have enough to cover the design itself. I can do the correct crafting on it. There we are. It gives us 15 more to work with, whatever else we could use it for. But yes, this is something I want to go with, but I feel like it's the wrong thing to... there's just too much separation. There's a lot of separation in this design, and I want to fix that, but... fixing that could be proving challenging. Let's try this. So if we were to just keep this diorite going in the floor, how would that look? Because I'm curious. Okay. I feel like there's just... I don't know. There's a lot going on in here. And I love this. This is awesome. I'm not really sure what to do aside from those. Maybe we could just continue this pattern, because I believe... well, we would be one block off back here, which we could make into chiseled brick. I think that's what I'll do. As far as the design is going, it looks pretty good. I like how this seems pretty structurized over here, just kind of like in the midst of things. But we need to remove this. This color is way too much for all of this gray. And that's the thing, I'm not wanting to do as much gray as I was doing here. So let's go ahead, and I believe, is this too much of a separation? Because I feel like this could be a big separation. Or maybe not. You know, I kind of like the glow we have going on with the nether portal, but that is actually the torch back here. Just to hop through this real quick. Oh, maybe it is the glow from the nether portal. That is awesome. I love how that looks. But I don't know if I like it or not. Oh, diorite. It's so weird sometimes. There's definitely something going on in this room, and I'm really loving this. This looks so good. But we gotta take these torches and place them and break them so that the magma blocks will pick up its lighting effects. Yeah, I'm liking it. There's a lot going on and I'm loving it, and I have a really cool idea for the ceiling. But I'm going to be using something that may be a little bit brave. Very brave indeed. If we were to jump up here in this chest, we have 2 stacks of granite that we need to use. And I'm going to be making use of those. I know a lot of people don't like granite and diorite, but those are fun designs for me. I'm thinking with the colors that we've got going on in this room, this just start looking pretty cool. Just a few more blocks to place, and this should be absolutely complete for the roof. Maybe a couple of different things that we may have to get. Had to put a granite there so those skeletons couldn't shoot me while I was coming up, but let's grab this block and take a look. Ooh, wow, that looks like a house of some sorts. Wow, looks like we just come into the nether portal and it's like, hey, there's someone's home. This is looking really awesome. I went with a bunch of funky and groovy blocks to come together, and I just can't believe how well this birch wood has been doing for us. I think that looks absolutely awesome. Of course, we have missed half of the wall, so we need to get that, and we should be done with our skeleton spawner design. Wow. Good game, guys. Okay, I think we have our primary design all complete. Oh, no. We don't need that right now. Hopefully I can place these slabs without much fuss, because that mob's right there, and it's... okay. They're not getting out, so that's a good thing. Oh, there it goes. Let's do this right here. And it should be all complete. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty nice. Forgot to put a cobblestone up there, though, which we should probably do on camera for the people who are OCD. You definitely want to see this. Only thing is, these skeletons can still shoot me from here where they bob up. So yes, that's one thing about this farm that I'm not particularly very fond of. Whenever a skeleton hops up there in that little gap right there, they can still shoot you. So, I don't know, I think that all looks good, and we did a pretty good job with this area working with odd blocks and making it look cool. But this should be good. 2 days have passed since the last clip, and I'm here in my smeltery doing some smelting for some stone brick. It's taking a little bit, but while this is smelting, I want to bring up something. For some reason, Pickle has left me with a very massive gift. I can find it in my chest here. 51 diamonds. What is that? What's going on? He has disappeared, and I can't find him. I don't know where Pickle has gone. Missing in action, but he has also given me this pickaxe and also a pickaxe in here that I have had. So, like, these are the same pickaxes. This is mine, but he has given me the same one. And he also gave me a diamond sword. That's like some crazy stuff to be just giving me. So, hopefully Pickle's okay. I haven't really heard from him. Crossing my fingers hoping he's okay. But we do have the smeltery going, and I'm waiting to get this smelted because I want to do some designing in the actual nether tunnel that leads to the skeleton farm. I have about half of it complete. It's just waiting for this stuff to get smelted up. I have decided that since there is stuff smelting inside of my base, I wanted to use this time productively. So I'm going to go out here and gather some birch wood because I feel that's going to go well with our design. I have decided to maybe go with like a ribcage effect, but it's not going to necessarily be a ribcage. It's just going to put you in the mind of it. Because I can't really build the tunnel real big. I just want to keep it a little bit more small. But it should still look really nice. And it should get the point across when you're going to the skeleton farm. Who knew placing slabs would be so easy? This is a much easier process than what I was trying. Oh no, we got a little bit of a block there. And another one here. I'll just come back and replace that. I just like to be in this fluent motion where we're just... Oh, we're slaying it right now. I love it. Let's keep going with this design, and I think our stone will be fully smelted once we are complete. I may have actually overestimated this. Not for the walls or the ceiling, but yes, maybe for the slabs here. So when you're building pretty big projects, it can get kind of drowned out. So like, you know, you can get pretty bored pretty fast. And I have decided to make a game out of this to see how fast I can place the blocks. And that's the thing when you have your own world and you're doing big projects like this. That's the best thing to do. Have fun with it because it goes much faster. But I have ran out of birchwood at this point. But we do have one wall in, which I think looks really nice. And I want to do a glowstone effect right there just to make this system look very bright. Yes, it's going to look good, I think. I know you guys aren't as silly and stupid as I am. But hey, if you're ever in the nether and you're digging a tunnel, make sure not to ever put your columns in first. It was a little bit of work, but this is the design I was wanting to go with, and I'm half and half on it. It looks a little bit 2D, a little bit two-dimensional, but I just didn't really want to put a lot of work into it. I mean, it is a skeleton farm. It's not like it's something that we're going to be traveling to a lot, and I wanted to go with more of a functional design because we have a lot of lighting in here. And it looks really clean. It's just a very clean build. There's nothing dirty about it at all. Except maybe some of these bone blocks on the bottom down here. But these zombie pigmen have been getting in my way. You guys are pretty mean to me. They bully me around. But yes, this is the design I was wanting to go for. It may change in the future. Because it could be like a redesign project. We could work around with what we have. And do something a little bit better. But for right now, I think I want to leave it the way it is. And it should work. It should work just like this. don't have to worry about gas or anything. Let's make sure there was no holes in the ceiling, because I definitely don't want a fireball flying through one block and like destroying half of my build. We are currently in the skeleton farm, and I have made some adjustments to it. And yes, it's not very efficient because the design was made for a collection farm. But we have an XP mode now. So I have put this here because Pickle was using it as a mob grinder. And you can use it with this half slab. As you can see, it doesn't work right now because we need to collect the experience. If we were to put that in XP mode, this piston puts a half slab there so that we can kill them when they come over here. We can gather their XP through this little half slab. And it works okay. It's a grinder. It's not an XP farm for sure. But this kind of eliminates the cramming roll, where we don't have any blocks behind them, so they can't really get stuck or anything. They're just kind of floating. So once you kill one, another one will travel to you, and you can kill them. So it's kind of neat how it works. There's just a half slab there on the sticky piston. I'm going to put it back into auto collect mode, and I believe they can hit you through this slab. It's very far in between because I stood here for like 30 minutes and didn't get hit by a mob. But then after I said that, I got hit. So they usually hit each other, and it just starts this frenzy, and they start dropping items like crazy. So it's a great thing. I have another piston over here that I'm using for design purposes. It's not there for functionality because I want it to be symmetrical with that. But yes, there is your very simple skeleton XP farm and auto collection system. I may do a tutorial on something similar to this, but more modified so it works better. I don't know yet. It just depends on what I feel like doing that day. But guys, that is our skeleton farm all done and dusted. I'm so glad that we have it now. I'm in the middle of creating an AFK fish farm, and I have decided to do this because personally, I need to become a little bit more overpowered, and it looks like we have got this in the correct orientation. I think this may be Panda's design. I'm not absolutely sure. I just kind of go what's the norm. So let's go ahead. Ooh, yeah, that's not going to look good, is it? I was thinking maybe the slabs could still produce light, but not enough. I need to probably put some more glowstone in here, or actually move this. Do I have a silk touch? Yes. Wow, I didn't expect that. I know Pickle had given me the silk touch pickaxe, so that's a good thing. And we do need to put this in here like that, so it just lights up the area a little bit. Don't have to worry about mobs attacking me and all of those things and spawning in here. And we also, if we can, crouch walk here and place a water bucket there. I think we need, yeah, we got trap hooks. Do we do, okay, yeah, we do have a string here, so that's a good thing. Go ahead and put our trip hooks there, and then put a string onto those. And I think, don't quote me on this, I think this is done. I think this is all that is needed. Of course, we've got to expand the storage system, but as of right now, I'm not too worried about it. Grab that wood in there. I think we should give this thing a shot. I have enchanted this. Unfortunately, I only got in breaking 1, but we can at least give this a shot and see. Okay. Alright. We're missing a redstone torch, it looks like. I feel like, yeah. Put this here, because that's, there we go. I hope this is going to work, guys. I really do. Let's give this a shot here. Is this going to... I just don't want it to break. Okay, something's going on here. Do I look at the trapdoor when I do this? No. Because my bobber isn't floating whatsoever. Yeah, that's really strange. Should I look at the trapdoor? Yes. Okay, I think that's what you got to do there. Is you want it to keep going and functioning. I don't know. I don't know if I like this design. I don't know. I mean, people talk about compact and very easy to build AFK fish farms, but sometimes these just don't work for me. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Should I go with this design? Did I do it right? And also, what do you suggest I do if not using this AFK fish farm? I really don't know if it's just me. I think I just seen a zombie with a lab coat on. That was weird. But I think that's going to be about it for episode 6. Hope you guys did enjoy watching, and we do have some stuff coming up next episode I will be pretty excited about getting into. But yes. You guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in a video later down the road.